so the videos have been a bit lacking this week, but I've been ill, unfortunately. I've had a bit of the flu, so sorry I'm a bit sniffy. I decided, since it was actually sunny this afternoon and not raining like it's been constantly for the last 2 weeks, I decided I was going to move the quails back outside. They started laying the last couple of days, but I don't know whether that was because my dad was here helping us do all the fencing and get the hedges in and get some sheds up, and he was out in the garage quite late with the light on, so it might have been that they were getting the extra sunlight from the light that was in there. But either way, it prompted me to get these guys moved outside. So here they are. They haven't got any greenery at the minute because I need to go and buy some new stuff from the garden centre to get them sorted. So far only my old ones have ventured out because they're the only ones that really have seen it out here. The new guys have never ever been in this enclosure before. They've only ever been in the one in the garage, which is just like the run on its own or in the same area. So when I put them in the little cage, just check them all over. I just checked them all for any poo balls or anything like that on their feet, sorted them all out, and then popped them straight in here. So they weren't too bad actually. I thought they were going to be worse because obviously being in that deep litter method. I cleaned it once every 3 months or so, but it was getting quite skanky, which is why I decided that I wanted to get them back out here. But so far, it's only mine that have ventured, the old ones that have ventured out. The other newer guys are still in the house at the back, so I hope they'll come out. There's one near the front, but it's not ventured out yet. I'll just sit and watch them for a bit longer. Okay, so the shed up here in the first paddock, has now got all the minerals, the food, the hay and all the bedding material, and also stuff for cleaning out. Ooh, down there. Yeah. So now we don't have to lug it all from the garage, and the garage looks a bit less like a bomb sitter. So I've also got a little box here which has got medications and other bits and pieces in there that I don't use all the time, but can be used if needs to be. So that's the first shed. Up here. It just means I can probably actually get more in and stock more as well, which will be more useful in the future. The goats and the sheep have discovered, they know this is where the food comes from now, not the garage. So they do, they have a tendency to come up here and kind of stand outside the door like little sharks, or circle it like little sharks until the food comes out. Now I can see the sheep down there, which is now the third paddock. You can see them there on the other side of the fence. So Mum's put them down there and shut this gate here, so I'll go and show you the gate. Okay, so you can see our first little gate here. Like I showed you a little snippet of it, but not much of it. So this is a gate that we put in completely. Oh, I can see the little chickens out in the run too. Oh, there, yeah, there's a couple in the having a dust bath in there. Have a look around. Right, so this is our fence. Well, a gate technically. So we put that in so that we can basically have animals in the paddock down there, and obviously ones up here. So the plan is still to have them all in one paddock, and then the sheep can go into the orchard if they need to be separated. But the minute the extra fencing, this stuff that we've got here, this stuff here is not on the orchard yet, so that's not quite fixed well enough for them to be down there by themselves. So let me open this and we can go in, which means that obviously the birds are not disturbed by anybody walking through. So the birds have now got their own shed here too. So their own shed has got all the cooling out materials, the feed materials and all that in there. So again, we're not having to cart it all the way down every day like as we were. So we also have a summer house here, which we've put in for hopefully for Grandma to come and be able to watch things and hide from the rain if needs be. So the sheep have just come down here. There's a little bit of fence that I showed you last time. It's now being completed. Later, guys. Chickens out and about. And then we can also put an arbor up, which is there. But the wind keeps catching it and knocking it over, so we need to have it either attached to the fence somehow or something like that. So we have these guys over here. So you see how big barley is now. So barley on the 14th of March, no, April, will be 2 months. Sorry. So he's getting pretty big already. He's pretty tall. He's starting to grow in his little coat. He's pretty good. Again, and we now have fencing down this side. And then it goes across the field. We have another gate here. And then it comes all the way up this side. All the way through the gate. So we've also put in trees. So we've put a few here. So these are all horse-friendly native hedging. So we've got trees up here, all the way just to the back of the chickens. That's hopefully to give them a bit of a wind break, because it is very windy on this field, unfortunately. So let's give you a little bit of a look at these little monsters. I don't know if he's missing. He must be in the house. Seeing grass well now. So the goats are loving the fact that it's spring, and the hawthorn has got lots of leaves on it, which they are eating. Naughty beasts. Okay, so down here, I'll show you what we've done. So obviously all this fence all needs kind of popping up a little bit, which is why Dad's hopefully going to come back again and give us some more help. So we have the western red cedar that we were talking about, all planted here. Got it planted all the way across. And in between each one we have a hawthorn tree. And then all the way up this side we have the horse-friendly native hedging. Get over to it. Whoop. This ground is really dodgy over here. There we go. Yeah. It's very muddy. So we have these guys. This is all going to be, we already have sheep fencing on here, so it's not drastic, but we're just going to sort the fence out inside a bit more before we let them in here by themselves. I have let the sheep in here a few times when we're in here with them, I don't want to leave them down here by themselves completely, because the other side of that, it goes down onto the road, and then obviously the bottom is fine because the bottom is completely covered top to bottom with actual metal fencing, so we don't need to do that bit. But up here, it's only got a bit of sheep fencing, so we'll put some proper fencing on it as well once we pop this up, and we'll go from there. For the minute, we've got lots done. So Dad ended up meant to be staying for 4 days and has stayed for 2 weeks, so he did an amazing job. Unfortunately I got sick, so I couldn't help him the end of it, but he got lots done even without me. So I'm just recovering from that. I'm getting over the tail end of this fluey coldy thing. So I sound a bit weird, a bit sniffly, sorry about that. Alright then, that's kind of what's been going on the last couple of weeks. So lots and lots of differences, lots of changes. I managed to get 2 of the goats their second vaccination. Freya, who's being a little bit of a madam, and I haven't been able to give her second vaccination yet. She is refusing to get back onto the milking stand for me to be able to put her in the headlock. So fortunately, she will not stand for me to do it any other way. Annie was really, really good, and I managed to do her just literally, she was eating a bit of food off my hand, and I just managed to give her injection to the skin on her back, on her neck. Absolutely fine. She just stood there, didn't really even flinch. She was good as gold. I've also did Heidi's hooves. She was not very happy about it, but we got them done. So the plan was obviously to try and get Freya done as well today. Then I got everybody done, because that means they don't have to be done for another year. Obviously the hooves should be done a lot more regular than that, but those guys, their hooves were actually really nice and short. It was only because they were on the stand I thought I'd give them a bit of a go. Also a good thing is our new trees we put in are all doing well. They're all fruited, well they're starting to get, not fruiting, but starting to get leaves is what I mean. Okay, so forgive me, I've been poorly. So we've got leaves on this one. We've got big buds on this one. Even the ones we brought down from Lancashire that I thought may have died are actually all budding. So really good news. So we've got 9 trees down here, and so far all of them, apart from possibly one, this one might be just a later flowering tree, but it's not giving as much at the minute. It's looking a bit quiet. Everything else is fine, so see what it gives us. Bye!